Whoopee! Oh.
Alrighty, I guess we all here. Let's just check that everything's up and running before I get too excited. You can do it. Come upstream. Hey, okay, there we go. I can see the stream. Alrighty, good evening. Hope everybody's having a great evening. Um, Caught me just as I'm starting to clean up my little farm here and the Valley of the Old Farm. Lots of potato washing going on. I've got nearly 111,000 litres that I'm waiting to go and sell. I think I've got about 10,000 left to go, which will fill up in this round pretty quickly. And then I've still got, I think, about 50,000 litres of potatoes in there. And then I was stupid enough to go and mess up my pig feed. So I've got 2, 4, 6, and that on the ground there is another pallet. So 7 pallets, 7,000 litres of pig feed, which my good friend Namakwa has asked me to keep for him, sell to him, I don't know, whichever operative word there is. I like the potato washing, but I wish they would do something to just make it a little bit more map interactive. You can't dump it on the ground. Once you've got it in your bucket, it either got to go into a vehicle to go and get offloaded, or it's useless to you, which is pretty frustrating. Okay, so you can go there. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup. I left my farm in a bit of a state the last time I was in here. Just gonna go and park tractors in more appropriate places. I'll fix up that trailer later. That's very buggy. You disconnect and then all of a sudden it goes and finds a trailer. Okay, so we got 7,000 litres here. Are you listening to me in stream as well? Awesome. So you can see in the background there's all the pallets of pig feed that I've been keeping for you, and I think I've got another one that's ready to be dispatched. I'll go and check it out now. Let's go and have a look. So, okay, just give me 1 second. How's it? Uh, Sorry, joys of cell phones. No matter where you are, that's where you are. Alright, cool. So I've got 1,000 liters of pig feed. Namakwa, I know you mentioned this, that you are having a problem with this. Before I offload this, I want to just show you the trick to it. This device cannot have anything in this area from about there all the way to about here and all the way to about there. If you go and stand next to it, which is the place you would access it from, you can hit that button as many times as you like and it will not spawn it. But if you go into global companies, move it a little bit out of the way, and you go to that same there, you can spawn that pallet. It's really stupid, I know, but it is what it is. Alright, cool. So let's have a look at what we got. The big guy's got 10,000 liters done already, got 8,000 liters there, so I can put in another 6,500 liters. Alright, then I've got crops that I have to sort out. So let's go. I'm not sure if this is potatoes or washed potatoes or what the deal is. It's just normal potatoes. Okay, I'll take care of those now. And the other catch here is the only trailers that you can use have to be like a tip side type trailer. You can do a rear tip, but it only tips a little bit and then it basically loses the access to it, or whatever you want to call it. So you park those up nice and close, and then you'll know you've gotten everything off when you hit I and it gives you that. Alright, so then you can use conveyor belts as I've been using over there. It's pretty handy. It allows you to go and put the conveyor right up against the truck and right up against the potato sorter, and then just shunt everything across like that. So it's a nice neat little tool. If you've got the right stuff coordinated together, it becomes pretty simple. Okay, so this is 2.6 I think per bucket, so I'm just going to do 2 buckets, otherwise I have to deal with buckets later, and then I'll come back and do some more when I'm ready. Alrighty, so I've got corn pallets that I have to go and load and sell, or flour pallets at least, and I bought myself the little skid steer over there. I just have to go and get the forks for it. I think I may have already bought the forks, I'll have to just check. I never really got the telly loaders. For a long time I just didn't enjoy using them. But now I'm gotten to the point where I just don't know how you could operate without having a telly loader on your farm. Okay, so let's go and sort this out. I'll have to get the forks for that later. I'm pretty certain I didn't buy those forks. Alrighty, then there's bales for feed. I have to just go and clean up everything. Now, what I would normally do is just pick up those bales, pallets over there, and just drop them into the trailer. So Namakwa, you need to basically come and make an offer, my friend, and come and collect. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8,000 liters for you. So I think we did agree on a price at one point. I'll even load them for you. If you bring a trailer that I can dump into, I'll just empty them into the trailer. Okay, this can just stay here. Alright, so we'll get back to that fella later. Okay, so let's... Alright, so the cool little thing, little conveyor belt, like I said, I was on about 90,000 liters not so long ago. 94,000 liters out of 111, so not long to go, and then this truck can go and offload premium potatoes. 111,000 at what is now pushing, let's just see the premium price here, $824 a ton, or 1,000 liters at least. And let's see what the what this looks like. Premium potatoes, they will go up in winter, so I can just sit on this and slowly fill it, and oh man, thought I was in the wrong vehicle. Ah, I'm losing my mind here. In the New Holland, there we go. The animations are a little bit messed up over there. Okay, you can just stay there. Let's go and do a little bit of harvesting. So we've got this field that I kind of forgot about. I've been so busy with getting my silage and I can't thresh. Why? What's the problem? Okay, that's odd. Should have burned off already. It is quite cold. I hope I don't miss this crop. That's gonna suck. So let's have a look at where we're at with this. We've still got a day and a bit left. So let's hope we don't just lose that crop. Alrighty, so on the other side of the field, we've been working hard here on the grass. We bought this area around the sawmill, that area over there, and field 89 is very appealing, but I don't have the money for it right now. I have been saving my money. Yeah, crop is still wet. It sucks, but what can you do? Alright, so I've got this whole area over here that I can go and work on, but I'm really not into the forestry idea at the moment, so I'm thinking maybe what I should do is go and get my fields ready so that I can go and harvest some grass. I've got the mowers and everything. There are pieces that are ready to go, so I'm thinking that's going to be a long time still before I can use it, but that over there I can go and harvest now, and then just when it's time I'll plow them all together. So we've got that field 54 that's wet, and we've got the sawmill over here that we can go and do. So let's go and do the sawmill. So let's just have a look which vehicle we're going to go with. I think what we're going to do is there is a pickup. I don't want to bale it. I want to actually fill my pits over here. I'm thinking I should maybe buy a bit of a better loader wagon. The one I've got is quite small. So now do we go brave and put everything on the front of this tractor? It should handle it. terrain's fairly decent. So we had manual attached on here, but it turned out to be a complete bust. Hope I don't have to turn this around. Looks right. Nope. Damn it, I always get this wrong way around. I love the fact that the Pottinger actually can connect to the other Pottinger, but it is a little bit of a mess up trying to figure it out each time. So tonight I am going to be spending time on the Valley of the Old Farm, and I'm going to do 2 walkthroughs on the FSL side. I welcome anybody who wants to join me, but it is purely going to be for a little bit of fun and actually seeing, you know, what the maps have to offer. Nothing more than that. There's no competitive angle to it whatsoever, and it's doing it today during my lunch break, checking out what the maps offer and what you can do on your own. So I gotta wonder if this is gonna work. That's looking. Are you coming to fetch your Alright, so let me go jump. I have a suspicion I'm going to be doing a little bit of loading. Yeah, just come around, keep going around and go through the archway just ahead of you, and then come up to the top here. So the other thing we're going to do before we jump off and go and do the FSL thing is we are going to go and buy chickens. Lots and lots of chickens. So the game plan is that I want to get as many chickens as I can reasonably put in. I have harvested field 62, which is you can see in the mini map over there. So I've got a whole lot of wheat. That's great. I've got straw from that wheat. So there's a few things that have worked out for me on that. Okay, so I'm going to give you contractor access quickly, which should allow you to I should be able to offload onto your vehicle. Can never remember if you have to give to me. So if you just pull out in front of me, to your right a bit. Okay, just like that's good. That's good. Oh, that was a little bit wild. So how many pigs have you got, Namakwa? There we go. Then I'll grab my bucket and grab the stuff that's on the floor. So that's 4,000 liters sorted. Alright, that's fun. Oh, almost blew that one. You're kidding. I'm stuck on a non-existent ball. You are really kidding. I'm clear of it. I'm actually rolled off the other side and then it's getting stuck. God, I love Farming Simulator physics. So yeah, while we're on Farming Simulator 50, nice try there, bud. It's a 50 smiles. Yeah, you're not that good looking, eh? So where did I put my bucket? I think I dumped that in the front somewhere. Yeah, here's the bucket, yeah. So I just want to pick up the 1,000 liters that are on the ground. And while I've got us out, I can just go and sort out the mess with my sheep and my cattle. %20 less than shop prices. Let's have a look what that means. And big bags, big food is $1,000. $1,000 a 1,000 liters. So you're offering me 80 cents on a liter. Yeah, I'll take it. So 7,200 if I'm not mistaken. No, 6.4. Sorry, my maths is out. So yeah, 6.4. So I'm really worried about losing that crop. That will suck quite badly. Okay, let's see how we're doing with this. So the good thing about this potato sorter, as much as it does quite a small capacity, it fills up pretty quickly. So it does. Okay, this is disabled because it's got full 15,000 liters, so that's fine. I'll just keep on filling that. This over here, it's still already got 1,000 liters ready to go. Should just be shy of a full bucket. So I set up a silage server for use in the South African market. You know, there's not much in terms of online games in South Africa. Most of the guys compete overseas, or just generally play overseas. There's a lot more players. You know, there's a bigger community, all that kind of thing. And it's not knocking the South African environment. It's just, it is what it is. But if you're gonna put something together and you go that little bit extra, just to go and try and, you know, make life fun for everybody, there's always those guys. So in this instance, those guys, I jumped onto my silage server today just to have a look, and when I got there, there was this guy, Jurgen, that was in the process of just being a complete ass, dumping vehicles in the water. You know, as soon as I jumped on, he kind of realized what was happening, and before I could even log in as admin and go and ban him, he was gone. So it's just frustrating that you go and do stuff to go and give people a little bit of opportunity and a chance to go and have a little bit of fun at no expense to themselves, and then they just treat it like dog turd. Yeah, it's frustrating. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. How am I going to transport all of this back to my silos without doing 1,000 trips up and down? Oh yeah, I'm not going to mow with the loading wagon attached because A, I don't have a swath, so it'll only pick up the width of the blade, so I'll have these two stripes running down the sides anyway, and it would just take too long to get it sorted out. So I'm just taking a day to dump it there. I'm going to see if I can't find some way of actually putting in some kind of a store where I can offload, and then from there take it through to the silage pits. I think that'll work. Okay, so let's go do a little bit of creative engineering. On 4. Good boy. Well done. Many skills. So does anybody have a suggestion of how I can deal with my wet crops? Because it is pretty frustrating, the fact this stupid thing okay. If you're up for it, yeah, it may actually just cause some more issues. Let's rather just leave well enough alone. I hope this is not a waste of time. So, on that area over there where that silo is, I want to go and put in some kind of silo. Just thinking, if I put in a silo that can handle grass and straw and chaff and that kind of thing, then these fields I'll pretty much leave as grass fields. However, if I can put in something that's a little bit more multi-purpose, then I can actually reuse them as required. Because I do intend to put in something here other than grass. Maybe in the in spring, I'll go and plant myself some. There's a huge bump here in the field. See there. One day when I'm rich and Namakwa pays me all my money, then I can go and put a little bit of earthworks in there and just level that out just a touch. Like that big fella over there, I'm not going to bother. That's a waste of money. You can spend 100,000 there and not get it anywhere near usable. So I'll just work around it. But the hills, this hill here and then the hill behind it, that's all part of that same farm. It is quite literally an enormous piece of ground. Alright, so yeah. So Namakwa, did it work? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna take off contractor access. Let's hope it worked. In case you're watching Namakwa, I added something that you might like. There we go. Real mower is installed and working. Cool. You see now, you asked me for a toy, or I mean a tool, let's get the right phrasing right there, and then you don't use it. That is kind of disappointing. It's hurtful. I can feel it. Alright, so yeah, I need a little bit of diversity in my streams, so I'm very interested in trying a few new little toys. I've been trying my hand at Modern Warfare, and to be honest, I really suck at it, but yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun anyway. And then man, if it wasn't so expensive, I would have bought Escape from Tarkov already. I really enjoy the streams. I've been watching Landmark and Kings, and it's Hot Tacos. You know, those guys with their streams, some bigger streamers than others, but still, you know, still pretty fun, still exciting. So I really want to look at it, but just to get in terms of South African rand, you're looking at 1,000 rand, and that's just not cricket. I can't justify spending that much on a game. I might at some point buy a game that is a lot more expensive than that, because I really enjoy it, and you know, if I look at Farming Simulator, I'll probably spend more than that on just 2019. So you know, I don't have a problem with spending the money. I haven't played the game. There's no way of testing or checking it out to see if it's something you're going to enjoy before you actually buy it. So I just, you know, like Battlefield 5, I didn't buy it. I bought a EA subscription which cost me 1,600 rand for the year, and then I got to use I get to use all of the games on that channel. So there is a little bit of a benefit there that I get all the FIFA titles and I get all the Battlefield titles, and you know, I'm not buying one game for that price. I'm buying a whole series of games for that price. So for me, that's, you know, it's worth the spend. I suppose that's one thing that I will not get the hang of soon, is how expensive games are in terms of the conversion into rands. South African rands, even the most basic of games, we're talking about a couple of $100. Whereas, you know, if you're operating in euros or dollars or something like that, yeah, it's still money. It's still not, you know, chump change or anything, but it is not. It's not like, in some instances, as much as a quarter of what some guys earn. So, yeah, it's just a shitty position. Now the problem is I've got green cut enabled, and I have got I think it's called early mow or mowing state. What it does is it allows you to mow in all the growth stage of the grass. Now this is showing as ready to harvest, but look how little's coming out of this. It's just because of that mod. You don't get anything extra. The big benefit is you can actually mow a field long before it's due to be mowed to, to feed your animals. You're not stuck now waiting for grass to grow for 4 or 5 days and your animals are dying and you have to go and buy the very expensive feed. This just makes it so that you can spread that grass out over a period of time. Okay, so let's have a look here. I need to go and get... Yeah, this is full. And that is full. And that is coming up on full. Okay, so... It's not going to make a difference. Do not thresh when it's wet. What do you want me to do? I don't suppose the sun makes a difference there. 14,000 liters. Okay, so I'm not going to use this over here again, so let's take all of this back. Yeah, it's not my field. Let's take a drive over. We don't have contractor enabled, so it's not going to damage Namakwa's field either. So, no harm, no foul. Hey, I got me some money. Thank you very much, sir. I will have more pig feed for you. How many thousands of liters did you need? Or how many pigs did you get? Let's rephrase that. You do know that your 6,500 is just going to go straight into buying me a whole bunch of chickens. Because I've got the field, I've got everything I need, I just don't have chickens on it. So I've got no cost except the purchase of the chickens. And I've got to go and pick that up. I did mow a whole lot of grass and I left it out to make hay. It should be done and ready. It's the weirdest thing. I cannot reverse this track to save my life in the game. In real life, I've reversed multi-articulated vehicles. Just a weird place to be. Righty. What happened there? Okay. Good to know. I don't know what I did there. Righty. Somebody tell me what happened there. That is the weirdest thing. 2,000 liters a day. I can keep you stocked, my friend. So you can only... Well, it's because it comes in pallets, you're fine. So, 2,000 liters a day. And I am probably producing I've got enough potatoes there to produce probably another 5 or 6,000 liters. So I got enough to cover you for until I can get potatoes again and start washing them again. So there's no problem there. Alright, come do donuts in your field. Oh, are you near your farm? Where are you? Did I show you the switch? So, the guys that built this map put in some really cool little feature. So basically, if you go to the side of the field, can you see what I'm got on the screen, Namakwa? Okay, so click on that, takes your fence away. Alrighty, there we go, to your left. Over here. Alright, so, see that switch over there? Watch your fence. Okay, and that's kind of all over the place. I thought I might just show you. It's handy when you're putting grass in the field or you're planting crops or whatever. It will not do it in any animal pens, but it will do it on a lot of the other fields on this map. It's a nice little thing that they did. I see it's already off on the field that you were harvesting at the bottom. Alrighty, let's get some grass. That's not a very, awe-inspiring pile, that is it. Alright, Namakwa, you have a good one. We'll catch you again soon. I'll have your big feed ready for you. Yeah, I don't even know if this is going to fill that loading wagon. But then again, it is grass I didn't have before. And I have got about 100,000 liters of silage that I've already got backed. So I'm not short, just would have been nice if it was more rewarding than what it is now. There it goes again. Find out what that is. It didn't do it before, this is something new. So I think maybe there's something a little bit buggy on my client. Not great, but it is what it is. Feeling like I'm not really doing much tonight. It's kind of the same old grind. So yeah, alright, I'm going to call this quits here. So I'm going to change into something a little bit less comfortable and go and get the FSL stuff warmed up. So I'll go and do 2 games there just as a walkthrough. So we were discussing the possibility of having a 1v1 kind of environment going, just literally just for the giggles, and maybe as a way of doing it, drumming up a little bit of attention for the tournament that we want to host. Unfortunately, we are 11 days from the tournament and we do not have any teams signed up as yet. That is lack of interest, not enough marketing. You can name 50 reasons why it didn't work out. We will not be cancelling, we will just be postponing the actual tournament itself. We're also going to be reviewing our tournament, kind of the event management tool that we're using. We'll see if that's going to work for us still. Maybe we'll step out of that completely and own our own platform. You know, own the platform ourselves. It just makes it a lot easier to control. We can design it the way we want. We're not bound to everybody else and what they want, but we do lose the advantage of the little bit of marketing that goes with it. Having said that though, the marketing wasn't worth anything because it didn't bring us a single player. All players we have has been through our associations, through having the members server, having a Discord channel, playing the FSL online. It's always been a word of mouth, friend of a friend. I met you somewhere, or you seemed like an okay person, whatever. There was no marketing that brought in any of the people that are involved with our servers and the FSL that we have got up and running so far. But it is what it is. We will survive. Right, like I said, I don't think I'll even fill this loading wagon with what I've got here. There's 2 more lines and I'm not even at 20. Well, I just went to 26%. So I think we're going to give that up as a bad idea. Pick up the grass that we got. Go and give it to the sheep. And hopefully the sheep reproduce in the new year. In fact, let's go and do that now. Let's go and buy a chicken. I think you can just do it, yeah? Aha. So, we want breeders. So we want to be able to go, I want chickens. Nice thing about Cornish Cross is they're free. Just give me a second, guys. I'm so sorry that took so long. I just needed to go and sort the 3-year-old out. Alrighty, so right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some roosters, right? We're going to take 1 in 8 is kind of the ratio, but I want to take a whole lot of Cornish cross. They, as much as they show $0, they do cost some money. Let's just do. I'm not exactly sure how much we've got space for, but I'm going to take this up to 150, and then I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that should do. Okay, let's see what Seasons has to say. Okay, so I have to go and cleanliness, wheat, barley, and we have 141 chickens. So let's take 150 chickens. Alright, so now we have to get this fella. Let's just go and dump him. Sort out the animals, get some food in there. Go and pick up all the grass and the silage and stuff. There's nothing much. It always cleanliness shows at 20%, but meanwhile there's one little tuft. I think the access is to the bottom. Let's just check it out. There's chickens everywhere. Pretty sure I overfilled that. Yeah, 1,000 liters is all we needed. Okay, that's fine. We'll just dump that back there. Okay, a little bit of cleanliness, some feed for the chickens. We're going to sort out the cattle and the sheep. I've got a whole lot of wool there ready to go for the next season. Waiting for summer to come around. I think like the 3rd day of spring is where your peak value is. Oh man, something buggy about this. You can't dump grass into that area. Might be the bales that are there. I can dump grass, yeah though. Oh, you know what? That does make sense. I'm being an idiot. It won't allow you to dump a material that you already have present. Like that bale over there is a silage bale. So if I go and try and pick up the silage and dump it, it's going to not allow it because I've already got silage that's being dropped. So I've got the silage on that side that I've just left. Right? That's cool. Makes sense. Alright. That doesn't count to the cleanliness issue, but I can get in there and go and lift that all up. This camera collision is a pain. So there's that. Oh, that's interesting. Stacks it on both sides. Let's go and see if this is going to work. This thing is a little bit screwballs, but it can maybe allow us to pick up some pallets. Let's see if I can back out of here without too much hassle. Okay, so let's have a look. So it is a bale trailer. Yeah, that's not going to work. However, we can stack the items on there, so we can go drop that side. There we go. Problem solved. So this trailer is... Ah, you can't go all the way around. Oh, that's new. To me, at least. Don't think for a second it's new to the game. Oops. Is it gonna work? No. Yeah, I just immediately going, this is a really stupid idea. Oh well, is what it is. We can do enough of those like that. It'll be fine. Let's just not get ambitious and load 2 at a time. Or we do and we just engineer it a little bit better. Okay, so we do this. concentration required to do something so stupidly time wasteful. It's fun though. Okay, that one just needs to be pushed forward a bit. So now we're going to be a little bit smarter about this and just push them together just a touch. See if that was enough. I doubt it. Okay. Okay, let's not waste time with that. Come on, can't be that tough. Dun dun dun. Come on, you can do it. was a really big waste of time. A little machine would have been much better over here. So that's 8,000 liters there. Shit was full. Ha, yeah, I got 4 viewers. That includes you. So 3 viewers. But I'm not complaining. We hit 96 followers. And when was it? 3 days ago. When 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 5, 8, 9, 5, 8, 5, 9, 5 followed us. I will take any follow. Interestingly enough, I got to chatting to a streamer from Nelspruit, and this guy, he's only been streaming for a few months, longer than I have, but not, not into the years kind of thing. And he has, when I checked yesterday, he had 585 followers. And I gotta wonder, is there something I'm doing wrong, or is it just something he did really right? How do guys get as many followers as that in a really short time space? One thing I refuse to do is buy followers. You get all those subscription channels, and that doesn't really actually do anything for you. Because when it comes to actually making any kind of revenue off it, just give me a second, guys. Yeah, apologies for that, guys. Just sorting the little body out. I think she's getting a little bit sick. Those little bodies get really niggly when they're not feeling well. And she wanted her mom, and mommy is already sleeping, so put 2 and 2 together. Okay, so there we go. That pellet's going to drop off the side there, but that's not serious. I'll pick it up now and put it into a better spot. Okay, that'll do. It's maybe not the sexiest plant packing that I've ever done, but I can do a little bit of a heave-ho at the back here and get it a little bit better aligned. And there we go. Put 2 more pallets at the bottom and probably put a few more pallets at on the back. But that is 20 tons of flour. Let's go and have a look what 20 tons of flour means to us. Flour, there we go, flour. Ooh, it's nice and valuable. 1400, and I got 20 tons. Nice, I can live with that. And it is producing more. My potato sorter is full of premium potatoes, so I can offload that. My potato washer is full, we know that. And the flour production is doing 1000 liters per hour, so it is a bit of a slow process, but it's fully loaded. It'll just keep ticking along. So costs 100,000 to put that plant in, and at 1,400 per liter, you're looking at what, about 60 hours, if I'm not mistaken, 58 hours, around there somewhere, to go and actually recover your 100,000 investment. Let's get this guy offloaded and then move along, do what we said we were going to do. Front up. I'm pretty certain we don't have enough here. Yep. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that. That motor's not running. That one's fine. Yeah, I don't see this crop being done anytime soon. I'm worried about actually just losing this crop. Let's go and see if it makes a difference if I take it from the bottom up. Maybe more sunshine makes a difference. Nope. Wishful thinking. Alrighty. Ooh, only 10,000 liters to go. And that won't take long. Nice. You know what? I'm going to change the stream and I'm going to quit the game. Done an hour and 17 on that map. So yeah, while I've got you guys on the line, I want to show you something. I don't know if you saw the news today from Giant Software around precision farming. No, I'm not in search of any. Okay, so bye bye. You can go. Alright, so what we are going to do is we're going to get FSL up and running quickly. Yeah, I'm worried about that. Fortunately, that's not a big field, so it's not too serious. So, go and check out the announcement from The guys at Giants today, they are now moving along with precision farming, and it looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. So, the cool thing about the new tournament client is the fact that you can actually do a single player if you wanted to, just to get around the map and just to get a sense of what's going on. That is truly brilliant. So I'm just going to do a run through. If anybody's interested in joining me, connect to my Discord channel and hit me up on there, and we can then have a game. But for now, I'm just doing a walkthrough, and I'm going to show you the actual training component of it. I'll show you the maps, show you the vehicles that are there, and we can go from there. Unfortunately, the vehicles is a bit quick because it's in the selection round and everything, but you know, I'll just grab a generic whatever, and I'm going to go and see how many points I can put on the board as a single player. Alright, so let's go. No bans. I'm not going to do anything funny like transport company or anything like that. I'm just going to do straightforward I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with herbicide, and I'm only going to harvest to be able to pick up straw, because the time it'll take to go and drop is pretty much the time it's going to take me to press that 1 or 2 bales difference between what the multiplier will give me anyway, and at least my speed of my conveyor belt doesn't slow down then. So, herbicide, I'm not going to grab any specific equipment because I'm not rushing against anybody else, so there's no need for that. Okay, so we're going to go probably just with the Valtra. I'm going to do the runner because of... I want to try the John Deere that Flash has been raving about. So the John Deere with what looks like a silage fork at the front. Righty, so it's on. Okay, so let's have a look. So there's a John Deere that's pretty decent. That's the case, that's also pretty decent. I need a harvester, a baler that's not going to be too heavy. Okay, the Krona is excessive. The John Deere, that will do just fine. So let's go with John Deere. Let's go green all the way around. Drop the weight because I don't need it. Okay, we're going to go John Deere baler, John Deere tractor, and I swear this is completely coincidental. Well, that was a bit of a balls up. Alright, so John Deere harvester, John Deere tractor, and John Deere baler. Okay, righty, so I think this John Deere does 10,100 liters, so we'll have to find out soon. So we have to go and open up that trailer over there whilst making the most effective grain layout we can. So to that end, we're gonna do a little bit of a run across the field here. You see the unevenness on the ground? it affects the speed of a harvester as well. If you're going uphill, it actually does slow you down and you get uphill speeds. Depending on how powerful the vehicle is, that can be quite a huge impact. Oh, this John Deere's got a much better turning circle than the other equipment. That's good news. Got a nice wide blade. You'll see with the herbicide I've got no weeds to worry about, so that's also cool. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Okay, so where did you drop? So what do you got here? Silo closed, grain multiplier. Neither of those mean much to me, because we're not going to worry about dropping grain. We're just going to open the trailers so that we have somewhere to drop the grain coming out of the tractor. So that does look like a silage fork. This John Deere harvest baler is really, really good. So you don't have to be standing still. As long as you don't get that spout off the back of the vehicle, you're good. Because it drops it on the ground. That just sucks. Okay, so I haven't dropped any bales yet because I want to see what I can do about getting, a reasonable number of bales, like maybe 10 there. So I do want to hit that multiplier. Couple of little things that I've picked up. So I don't know if you heard that little, what sounded like a little drum being banged. That is in actual fact the sound of a bale being manufactured. So I now don't have to watch my gauge. I can actually see when I hear that sound that I know a bale's been made. It is a concern though, because it is for the team, so you could have two balers out there, one of them could have made a bale and you think it's yours and you stop too early. So just something to consider. Okay, lift you up. this is coming up for the drop now. Let's see if there's something decent. Bale drop. I'm definitely going to do that. Okay. Can I make it? Now these bales are also not that great, because you now have got 12 bales stacked on top of each other that are got a mind of their own, essentially. So you've got to push them over so that they lay over just right for you. And then you've got to transport them all back to the loading area. And this is where that weight would be really handy. You can see now our flash likes this thing. The tines are a little bit shorter, so it unhooks a lot easier. Alrighty, let's go and get some bales. So, delivered 4 on my own. 12 from a power up. Oh, that ain't gonna stay on now, is it? It was worth a try. It'll be funny as hell if it makes it. Nope, didn't make it. The other one should make it though. Yep, there we go. So if you knock these over just right, you can pick them all up nice and neatly, and you can get them stacked without too much of a hassle. But if you don't get them right, they can be such a pain. See, these have fallen all pretty neatly so far. Only dropped 1 bale so far. Might make those 2 up. Not hopeful though. Oh no, they'll make it. Nice. So I'm still deciding which is the better option for me. First person view. Okay, let's see what we're going to do with this. Bale points, yeah, let's do that.
Fantastic.
Okay, we're going for maximum points, so we're going to grab everything. Okay, 530. What was that? 530 points. And I still got 3 minutes left. And I still got bales in the ground. And I still got straw in the ground. So that should be good. Yeah, well done. Felt just right. Lost the bell. So I'm not going to make it back. Lost lots of bales in that last few. I'm not going to go back and get more bales. I'm not going to harvest anymore because I've made the target score and then some without cocking out too badly. That is a little bit of a flaw.
Very impressive.
Well, oh, the first person view is great for loading, but when you're driving around it's best to not be in first person view. Alright, cool. There we go. 44 seconds left and I'm gonna make 730 points solo player. And I'm still gonna have some time to demonstrate how you can cheat the system a little bit. Yep, there we go. And enough time to climb the top of the conveyor belt. And almost drive in there. No. Yep. That is a nice snip. Oh, alright, so I guess you figured it out. You pay me by cash money, banking details to follow. Alrighty, so that was fun. I just want to go put under my media FSL chat. Solo without any spawns. Freak my team out. Alright. There we go. That was fun. Okay, I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to call it quits for the night. I made it to rank 1. Okay, I'm not sure if that's going to be up and running yet. We'll have a look. pretty certain I'm not going to come anywhere close to the score I just did. That bale drop makes a big difference, makes an enormous difference. But what I am going to do is I'm going to stick at the same plan that I had, and I'm going to go and try and run through with a harvester. I like that John Deere, that was actually pretty decent. So I think I'm going to try and stick with that for now. I am going to give myself a little bit of advantage though. I'm going to use the points that I have available, and I'm going to spawn the vehicle that I want. So I'm going to spawn the John Deere, and I'm going to bale and the John Deere harvester. Other than that, yeah, it's not cheating, it's just my guidelines that will change. Go stick with the herbicide, that works. Herbicide. Stick with that John Deere, it seems to be a pretty decent vehicle. Go with Archimedes. Oh, I didn't. Idiot. That was stupid. Oh well, my loss. What have we got? We've got John Deere up top there. I need a baler. I need a decent baler. Ah, there's the baler I was looking for. This is the first time I've been up to this podium in the entire, probably a dozen times that I've played this game. Okay, so as much as I said I would stick with John Deere, to go and fetch that all the way over there is insane. So we're just going to take the Rostall Mash. So this time I took Archimedes, which gives me faster offload, and I took Herbicide as I took on last time, so that I can get the harvester offloaded quicker. I think I've got a little bit better takeoff this time. Love the fact that it kind of stands up when you arrive. Yes, I pretended it was a chicken and it laid a weight. Yeah, the John Deere comes with a weight attached to the back because it's actually a very light vehicle, but that weight is more hindrance than help most of the time, unless you're planning to lift 3 bales plus each time. I drop the weight as soon as I can. However, what you can do is you can exchange that with other vehicles. So you can have someone who's wants to lift the bigger bales. So you can take the John Deere because it's nimble and it's, you know, it's quick and doing whatever. But then they take the weight and you can put it on the back of like the Massey or the Valtra or something like that. Then you've got this super nimble tractor that's doing the little stuff. And where'd she go? All right, on the edge here, what do we got? Speed limit and solar close. No, we don't need any of that. So yeah, what you can do is you can then take, say, the Massey, because it's a bigger, heavier vehicle, and you can drop the weight off the John Deere and hook it onto the back of the Massey once you're ready to load. And by doing that, you can now move 3 bales, possibly 4 bales at a time with the Massey, where that would normally not be possible. It does make quite a big difference, especially if you intend to load bigger stacks of bales or move bigger stacks of bales around. Generally the guys don't exceed 2 bales, but it is doable. Problem with this Rostall mash is the straw that's dropped on the ground is nowhere near as dense as you would get on the John Deere or any of the bigger harvesters. See that little maneuver I was doing earlier? The Rostall mash, it's a lot easier to do because it's a smaller, more nimble vehicle. So it might not be much, but while I'm standing offloading, I'm grabbing just a little bit more grain. Come on. There we go. Normally you wouldn't load it at that awkward position, but it works. Come on, make the bale before I round the corner, please. Nope. Okay, might not be great, but 4 bales is 4 bales. And please spawn close to where I'm dropping off now, because otherwise that's just going to be a pain to run back and forth. We just closed bale multiplier. Let's not bale multiplier 2.5 times. So let's see if it works the other way around. Yeah, nice. No, come on. That's not what we need. That sucks. Just gotta get the bell multiplier in. Gotta find out about this bell multiplier. Is it bell multiplier for all bells? So does your stuff at the bottom gate get the same multiplier? That'll be good to know. Got a few seconds to find out. $180. Yeah, because it's at the bottom as well. Nice. Handy. So that can make you a lot faster if you're doing that. Because now you don't need to go and shove them in the top. If you get the bell multiplier for 90 seconds, you can just cram them in. It's faster, more efficient. Yeah. So like I said, I'm not worried about this as much as I just want a place to offload this Rostel mesh. Alrighty, 5 minutes in, playing solo, got 205 points. I can live with that. This turning circle on this Rostel mesh is horrible. If you look at the John Deere and you look at the Ideal, they turn a lot harder and a lot sharper, so they got a much better turning circle than this has. This is fast, but we took this head to head with an Ideal, and they produced exactly the same amount of grain in the same amount of time, and against the John Deere, not the Ideal, sorry. The John Deere and the Rostel mesh were running head to head the entire time. We were counting up the grain that was being produced. Big difference was the John Deere was going slower in the field, but it was churning out more consistent straw out the back. So the Rostel mesh is great because it can go through weeds and that type of thing, but even that's not the best thing in the world. Bell points. Well, let's go for bell points. This obviously would not be the best, most efficient way of doing it when you're playing competition, but you've got 3 guys that can go run around and do that, so take what you can get. That is much quicker. Must remember that for future. So I'm not going to worry about dropping this grain, but the point is I put 20,000 liters or 19,163 in the trailer. And if I can get 2 bales back, I'll be happy. Seconds. I'll have enough time to put it in the bottom door. Whoa, that's not going to help my cause. Come on. Okay, just made it. Oh well. Nice. So I did 6 bales for 475 points. 6 bales, even at the best, with the old system would be 180 points. It's all about strategy. It's all about picking up the right power-ups, being in the right place at the right time. If you're playing this game and you're playing at a competition level, yeah, I can believe that you would be looking at numbers that are going to be around the 700 to 900 range, because the other guys are going to block you, and there's going to be a whole lot of other things that are involved. And then also bearing in mind that a lot of the points that I got here, probably about 350 of the points, were related to stuff that would happen in the game whether you were a single player or not. I got the power up and got the 250 points. I got the bale boost, I got the multiplier, that type of thing. So it's all stuff you can work on. However, just the strategy behind it, playing it right, you can do consistently a 400 score playing solo, and playing with a team you should be able to do at least probably about double that number. I mean, I got 6 bales back because I was trying to do everything, run around the field and everything. You can't be everywhere at the same time. It is impossible. So I would say you could do 28, maybe 30 bales, in a good game. 35 for the guys that are really cracking it out. And I think you can get like an average score on those bales of about a 2.1 to 2.3 based on drops and timing and all that kind of thing. Picking the right power-ups, picking up the right personal perks, all that kind of thing, all contribute, all major factors. Alright, so I'm going to... I've got 1 minute left, so let's go and see who is out and about and go and have a chat. Let's go and see... I really want to try something new. You guys want to watch Fluky Stew do a little bit of ETS2? Let me have a look. Okay, so I'm going to take you through to Landmark. and okay, so let's go through to that one. That's one of the reasons why I want to have
I'm gonna die here. There's two of them.
escape from Tarkov so badly.
There's three of them. There's literally three of them. Oh, that's literally all of that is literally that fucking bug that just killed me. There's literally all that bug. I'm so fucking stupid, man. Like, why does the game not allow you to shoot?